Hello, everyone. You're listening to the Lily Bootyman podcast. We're Robin and Rozzy, here to share insights straight from Lily, or Booty Lee, as many of you know him. Today, we're going to talk about what to say to people who hate MLM. And really, our mission with this deep dive is to give you, our listener, some tools, ways to handle those objections gracefully, how to protect your own reputation, and maybe even get skeptics a little curious without getting into arguments or feeling defensive.
Right, and that's such an important distinction, isn't it? This isn't about winning someone over right then and there. It's really more about clarifying what you do, understanding where they're coming from. You're basically just planting a seed, maybe, not forcing anything.
Okay, let's unpack this then. Imagine, you're somewhere, maybe a family thing, maybe just chatting with friends, and network marketing comes up.
Yeah.
And maybe someone jumps in with a really strong negative opinion. Most people dislike what they think MLM is for, well, pretty specific reasons, like bad past experiences.
Definitely, or they ran into someone super pushy.
Right, or they were promised the moon and, well, it didn't happen.
Yeah, and sometimes the criticism is about the focus maybe being too much on recruiting, not enough on actual product value, or maybe the compensation just feels off to them.
So, faced with that kind of skepticism, that wall, how do you even start?
Well, the absolute first thing, and this is critical, is acknowledging their feelings. You have to validate their experience first. It's not about saying, oh yeah, MLM is terrible, but acknowledging why they feel that way. It kind of disarms the situation instantly.
Okay, so you hear them out first.
Exactly. Research actually shows that when people feel heard, like genuinely heard, they become much more receptive. It takes just seconds. You could say something like, I totally understand why you feel that way. Many people have had bad experiences because, frankly, not all companies are the same. And honestly, not everyone gets trained well.
Right. That makes sense. It shifts it from a fight to maybe a conversation.
Precisely. It invites dialogue instead of confrontation.
Okay, so that's a really interesting shift. Acknowledge first, then what? The next step, I gather, is to gently educate.
Yeah.
Draw a line between maybe their bad experience and what you're actually doing.
Yes, exactly. Gently clarify.
Focus on what makes your thing different. Maybe you've got, I don't know, really solid products people actually like.
Right.
Or a fair plan.
Or a system that's professional, ethical, something tangible. So you could calmly say something along the lines of, well, what I do is actually quite different. We really focus on, maybe it's the real products that work, or the professional support we have, or a proven system. So nobody has to bug their friends or pressure anyone. It's much more about building a loyal customer base and maybe a small team, but step by step.
Okay, explaining your specific approach without being defensive.
Exactly. It positions what you do as a solution, not just another pitch.
And on top of that, I guess, sharing your own reason for doing it, your personal story.
Oh, absolutely. That's powerful. Your own positive experience.
But is there a risk there? How do you share your story without it just sounding like you're trying to sell them? It needs to be authentic.
Yeah. Totally. Authenticity is key. And timing. It's usually after you've done the validation and the gentle clarification, you could maybe say, honestly, I was pretty skeptical myself at first, but then I found this company with, say, a unique product I really believe in, or maybe the science behind it, or even a really high payout. And crucially, a support team that actually trains people the right way. That's really what made the difference for me.
Personal, relatable, shows you get it.
It connects.
Makes sense. And hey, for digging deeper into crafting that story and these strategies, remember you can always check out yournetworkmarketinghome.com. Now, what about these golden rules for these chats? I know we wanted to cover those.
Yes, the golden rules. Super important.
Rule 1, never argue, ever.
Absolutely not. Rule 2, don't try to aggressively convince them they're wrong.
Okay. Rule 3, speak from your own experience, your confidence.
Yeah, your story. And rule 4, kind of related, let your results and just your calm attitude do the talking.
So these aren't just about being polite, they're strategic.
Totally strategic. They tie right into leaving the door open for later. Because sometimes the best thing you can do is just plant a little seed of curiosity, not force anything now.
Right. Let them think about it.
Yeah, people are way more open when they don't feel pressured. You could wrap it up gently, maybe say something like, anyway, look, I really appreciate you being honest with me. If you ever get curious about how we do things differently, I'd be happy to show you sometime. Absolutely no pressure at all.
Nice. Respectful, leaves it open.
And it encourages them to actually think about it, maybe see a different perspective, but on their own time. It builds respect.
which is way more valuable long-term.
Perfect.
And again, listeners, you can explore more articles and ideas around this on the website, yournetworkmarketinghome.com. So, wrapping this up, what's the big takeaway here? What does this all mean for you listening?
Well, it seems when you hit that wall of skepticism, the best bet is a calm, confident, sort of empathetic approach. Focus on clarifying your unique situation, your experience. It's just way better than trying to win some argument.
It really is. It's about building authority through respect,
Yeah.
right? Not through debate. So maybe the thought to leave you with is this. What happens when your calm confidence itself becomes the most interesting thing? When that makes people curious, instead of you pushing for a yes right now, think about the power in that quiet confidence.
A lot to think about there. Find more insights and articles on today's topic on our website, yournetworkmarketinghome.com.